Betty Mali, Sazo Figa Gada, Baby Unga Habi.
Welcome back, I guess. Thank you for joining us. We love you. I don't know what else. Peace be to planet Earth, and all praises go to Allah. And all those things. But yes, guys, welcome to another episode of Nothing But Football show where we chat about football. Sometimes it is the nothing does disappear. It's but football. But we're going to try our best this week to make it but football. No, nothing but football. Go back to our origins.
So are you not encouraging beauty tips?
I always encourage weird things. I encourage people to be themselves. So I think I'll leave it there. But yes, guys.
You're saying I can take a line of cocaine on the table, dog?
You can do whatever you want. You're a grown man. As a friend of mine likes saying, he's got an ID. He can do whatever he wants. But yes, guys. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I guess that's introduction done. Besides the two people sitting next to me, I'll start with on the left. Got Uncle Curtis. How you doing there, brother?
I'm good, dog. I didn't see a jail cell, so I'm good.
Why is your skin so moist, sir?
Yes.
I'm good. Can't complain about life, man. Everything's great.
Yeah, man. We move. No, that's good. And then to my right, I got Mr. King Don. How you doing there, brother?
Hey, I'm free.
What
up, peoples?
This almost became an episode of Free Kingdom, bro. We're gonna have a hashtag somewhere right above us right here.
Free Kingdom.
But yeah, that's a long story. We might get into it at some point. But yeah, bribes, man. These guys want bribes. But yeah, I figured let's just start with something we don't normally start with. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we are kind of sour that none of our teams are there.
It's boring, man. That's why. Let's not pretend.
Yes. So I figured let's kind of, since it is Champions League, yes. Since it is Champions League time, other kids are having fun. So let's look back and kind of give credit where credit is due for the teams that have made it. So we are currently in the semi-final stage of Champions League. How time flies. This kind of shows you that the years are moving. There are 4 teams currently competing for Champions League. It's Manchester City, who have been drawn up against Real Madrid. Good fixture. I would have liked to see that as a final, but I mean, we don't get what we want.
And then we get another City Liverpool final, and nobody watches that stuff, man.
So then on the other end, it's Liverpool, who've been drawn up against the Villarreal. I think Villarreal, we can all agree, are the underdogs
100%.
of this tournament.
7th in La Liga,
100%.
final of Champions League.
And I've been seeing a lot of guys using that good evening. Good evening has made.
But they holding. Was that last season? Europa League.
They won it last
season.
Yeah.
It was against you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, it was against you guys. Funny enough, I was reading a quote. I think they interviewed Francis Coquelin, and he was saying that like they were really motivated. And then he said when they won, the only picture he had in his head was the time when he made his debut for Arsenal and they lost 8-2. And he said
Ferguson had some snide comments about the boy, man.
So apparently Fergie made some in his memoir made some comments saying that this guy's not the one.
Coquelin.
Yeah. So he took that quite personally because he brought it up, I mean, a year later to kind of say, nah, I remember you, bruh.
Don't talk on my name.
Wait, as in Ferguson made the comments in the 8-2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he didn't wait a year. No, he waited like 10 years.
In his biography.
Autobiography years
later.
Oh,
sure. Okay.
So apparently he took that quite personally, and he made that his mission to succeed.
He showed him.
Freddie was crying in the stands last year, bro. He showed him.
Sure.
What's going on? But yes. So I figured let's just have a look at the road to essentially the final.
Hey, the final will be quite soon.
I don't know what's going on with the sound, so please, apologies to you guys.
Don't worry, let's rock. We'll be fine.
I don't think we will because it's quite a disturbance of turbulence. Now it's gone. Yes. Forgive us, guys. I can see the sound. I figured let me not spare words. But yes, guys, I figured let's maybe get into, looking at the road basically to the final, because I mean some of these teams had quite a strenuous route. We'll start with Manchester City. I mean, even though we did expect Manchester City to qualify, I look at their group. It was them, PSG, Leipzig, and Club Brugge. I'll start with you, Uncle Curtis. Did you see any issues with City getting through here? I mean, was this something you expected from a City point of view?
Yeah, that's the only tough team there is PSG.
Yeah.
And they finished top of the group. They only lost 2. Those 2 might be only against PSG.
Yeah.
So, I don't... Nothing suspicious there, man. Club Brugge is a good team, but not that great. So, yeah, City expected to go through.
Look, I wouldn't say it's the easiest group. It had RB Leipzig also,
which
is a decent Bundesliga team. You'd expect City to take it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, fair. But yeah, from my opinion, the group went like I thought. It was just going to be a battle of who's number 1. Obviously, Manchester City came number 1, PSG number 2. Then we move on to the Liverpool group. Liverpool was in Atletico. I actually thought this was a hard group. It was Atletico Madrid, Porto, and AC Milan. Obviously, Liverpool qualified first day, winning.
They went 6 for 6.
Yeah, they won all their games. I was shocked by that because I thought Atletico would try repeat the time they knocked them out. I think, when was that? Was that last year?
Might be.
Yeah, either last year or the year before.
It was last year because they won the league last year.
So,
Liverpool won the league. It's been 2 years ago.
Yeah. Last year was City,
yeah, so when watching that, I expected Liverpool at least maybe to lose 1 game, but I expected AC Milan, considering that it's been it was 12 years since they made it to the Champions League. I expected them to do something, but hey, I guess it's been 12 years.
True.
Uncle Curtis, not Uncle Curtis, Kingdon, anything you expected from this?
Yeah, I think Liverpool were quite strong in the in the group stages and in the early part of the season. This is when we were still talking about sort of, do they have a strong enough squad or whatever. So that's before the January guy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, but the team was strong. The players were fit. You expect them to do what they do.
Yeah, not true. Uncle Curtis, I don't know. Did you maybe think Atletico could pull off one of their...
Atletico at least win at home.
Yeah.
One of the 2 games, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, they went through. So if they win the Champions League, they'll be deserved winners, Liverpool. And I have to eat my words. I said some snide comments about Klopp about 2-3 weeks ago, man. He doesn't win any more trophies. He's looking funny on the light, but he's on the way to another final.
Nah, fair point.
On the way to another 2 finals.
Yeah.
One's already guaranteed.
Yeah.
One's in the bag. And then with the League Cup and one, he's halfway there.
No, fair point. Then I'll also look from the Real Madrid Group D was actually, if memory serves me correct, that was the tough one where Sheriff actually was competing for a spot in that group. It was Real Madrid, Inter, Sheriff, and Shakhtar, where there was a point where they were leading the group, I think, just before the last 3 games were played. And then obviously, the typical teams, did what they had to do. I think they did lose to all 3 teams after that. No, they won.
I think they beat Madrid in the first game.
Yes, they beat Madrid in the first game. That was the shocker.
Sure.
They beat Shakhtar. And then from there, I think they might have drawn against, I can't remember if they drew against Inter. But yeah, then they collected hands after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess no one's surprised by that group because, well, besides the moments of brilliance from the 2 sides. And I'd say the team that we were shocked about was Villarreal. They came second. Their road was quite tough. I think in the last round, they had to beat Bayern.
And they did.
In the quarters, yeah.
Yeah, they beat Bayern, but they came second. So they're the ones who kind of had the tough route to get to the stage.
Second in their group.
Yeah.
In the group stages. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where we lost interest. When Man United went out, there was no calls anymore from Lucas to say, let's cover Champions League. It kind of just, we all just kind of decided, yeah, that's fine.
But I feel like the Champions League has been boring recently, eh?
Yeah, I disagree.
To tell you the truth, like, I think it's been exciting. It's just the big headliner names are not doing well.
But in which way? Like, man, most of the games are boring. Like, it's very predictable, most of these games.
But I mean, how different is that to other years? If you go back to most years and you say the semi-finals, it's usually 3 teams you expect.
Yeah, but even, like, how do I put this? Ever since Madrid started winning, when they did that 3-peat, it's been getting quite boring because you'll never see that before where a team gets to the final 3-4 years in a row and wins 3-4 years in a row. Madrid has got, like 5 Champions League in the past decade. It's been rather quite boring.
Yeah.
I think,
like, compared to in the past, like, I'll let you guys get in some things over here, but like, to me, it's just last year, which is why I think they're trying to get some of the bigger teams back that don't make Champions League anymore. Because it doesn't have that luster anymore, man. Like, there were times, bro, you'd watch every game on it, you'll be channel hopping. Now you just say, okay, I'm going to watch the Liverpool game.
no, man, for me, I think it's exciting.
Yeah, same.
Because I look at, Pep is chasing a Champions League. Madrid is also chasing one because they're trying to remain relevant. I'm looking at it from the group, the last 16 stages, basically. Inter Milan, this was their first time back in Champions League. They have a very strong squad.
Second time.
Yes. Sorry, it was Lukaku last time where they got demoted. Chelsea trying to prove that they can do it. It wasn't a fluke. United trying to, make sure Ronaldo's homecoming is not... that bad. So I looked at it and I thought to myself, nah, it was okay. Like it wasn't the most exciting we've had, but like looking at the end result right now, being at the quarters, I found the route to be quite exciting.
Okay, let me put it this way: decade by decade, I think this has been the least competitive Champions League, right?
Okay.
Let's look at the 2000s, right? Let's just start from there. Bayern Munich versus Valencia in 2001. Madrid, Leverkusen, Milan, Juventus, Porto, Monaco, Liverpool, Milan, Barcelona, Arsenal, Milan, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Barcelona, United, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, United. Now we're going into the new decade, right? Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Madrid, Atletico, Madrid, Juventus, Madrid, Liverpool, Spurs, Bayern Munich. Like, it's the same teams compared to the previous decade where you would never get a team that does it 2 years in a row, make it to the final.
That genuinely happened in the previous decade. You said that with Bayern.
Which year?
When you're reading the previous decade, you started with Bayern, Leverkusen, or something.
Bayern, Valencia, Madrid, Leverkusen.
Oh, okay. But I mean, United's in 3 of those 4 finals in the space of... Yeah, 2008 and 9 is year after year, and then skip a year and then 11.
2008 and 9, it's Barcelona, United. Oh, flip, you got United, Chelsea, United.
Sure.
But that happened, but in this past decade, it happens 6 times, 8 times.
So I hear what you're saying. I wouldn't say it wasn't competitive, right? Because I think it was still like if you're saying the same team the whole time, that was Real Madrid.
But like even like with there's no variety compared to the past decade. It's the same 4 or 5 teams that make the final.
True. Okay.
4 or 5. In the previous decade, you can count maybe 8 teams that made a final.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just say that's just country dominance.
Yeah, that's
you can put that on country dominance.
But it's not like, even if it's country dominance, it just shows how boring it is because it's been one team. Because it's not even country dominance; it's one team. It's been Madrid, and now we've seen a thing of again. It's going to be Liverpool, Chelsea, not Liverpool. I mean City,
Liverpool
again, 2 times in 3 years.
But that's a reflection of the footballing world, if I can say that. Where the money is where the winner's most likely going to end up.
Yeah, that's why I say football is boring nowadays in the Champions League, because where the money is where the winner's going to end up. In the previous decade, it wasn't like that. You're not going to see a Porto Monaco final again anytime soon.
That was a rarity itself.
Yeah.
Man, Leverkusen used to make finals, guys.
And listen,
Leverkusen used to be top. Balak played for them.
but also don't act like you'd watch another fluke final like that. You might even start to say, nah, I'm not happy with that final. You might just say guys got lucky.
I've never said I'm not happy with any final. Even when Porto Monaco happened, I might not watch it, but it showed me that other teams can dream and upset the big dogs. If I'm gonna get a City Liverpool final for the next 5 years, I'm not gonna watch another final. Because it's fine with Liverpool, it's not so much money. It's good coaching from the manager there by Klopp. But with City, most of it is money.
No, of course it is money.
You know what I'm saying? You buy Grealish, sharp, he didn't get you the Champions League, but when you have the luxury to make £100 million mistakes, it's beautiful in football, isn't it?
But I mean, the other end of that coin is Madrid is built off Galactico eras.
Fair point.
Barca did the same. Those eras you're talking about before, there was still a dominance. Now it's just higher figures. Now it's higher figures.
Madrid weren't dominating Champions League. They weren't.
Yeah, that's a technical. I'm not saying they did. What I'm just trying to say is you're saying as if the money's changed it. I'm like they've always been teams that had more money than others.
Hey Joe, Madrid wasn't spending money like City are spending money, man.
Nah, come on,
Fam.
How
How many times did they break the world transfer record? Gang times.
In one I can bet City.
I'm not saying in one transfer window. I'm saying how many times have they broken a transfer record? City hasn't.
Yeah, I hear you, but we're gonna go off that technicality. The City haven't broken a transfer record, right? But they're spending 10 million less and buying 3 of quality forwards.
I hear you. My point is not to say they've spent the same. My point is just saying there's always been somebody that has more money than the next.
But what I'm saying is City's money is way uncompetitive.
There's always a bigger penis in the room.
Yeah, I hear you. But that bigger penis only lasts for 2 seconds. City's lost for 2 years.
City don't have a Champions League under their belt. How can we claim the money's working for them and whatever? They ain't won it yet. Even if they win it now, it's still their first one.
Yeah, but they're still making finals, being competitive.
Last year was their first final.
It was semi-finals. You know what I'm just trying to say? It makes it boring when it's the same team in the semi-finals, same team year after year. In this thing. You expect City. How many semi-finals has City been in the past 4 or 5 years? It's probably all of them.
Probably.
What semi-finals?
Champions League, probably all of them.
In the last
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
No,
so if I was to say 5 years, it's at least 3, probably 4.
No,
but either way, man, we'll see, man. I'm just saying, man.
But I was happy with the quality of the football from this year's
I
competition.
won't even lie to you guys. I didn't watch them. None of the games. I went to bed. You're looking for the scrunchies.
No, man. I can understand that. I'll also tell you that, okay, in all honesty, as much as the Villarreal story has sounded sweet, and I didn't watch the games. I'm not going to watch a team with 25% possession
Sure.
try pull off a win. I think the only time they pulled it off, like the big wins, was the Bayern game. I think they put in a performance where they thought, nah, we're gonna cancel this in the first leg.
Oh, sure.
Yes, and then kind of, that pressure got to them as in like, hey, these guys are still around. This is why I'm saying Liverpool is not necessarily clear. We will discuss the current scoreline, but we've seen them pull off this underdog thing, and the fact that there's no away goals rule just makes this thing open. That's also what I wanted to discuss now with you guys. The addition of, the cancellation, rather, of the away goals rule. Do you agree?
I agree. It makes
Disagree?
it more exciting. It makes it more exciting.
Really?
Yes, it does, man. It's win or lose.
We're seeing bigger scorelines.
Yeah, it's win or lose. Like, what you put this, like, the Madrid, Man City. If City went 2-0 up, and there was no
At home, yeah.
they would have shut shop and stopped playing.
Sure.
we even saw that in the semi-finals, Chelsea Madrid. Madrid won against Chelsea 3-1. Nah?
Yeah.
They go back home, they're losing 2-0. That does not happen in previous games if the away goal was not there.
True.
Teams set up differently. It literally took a last minute. And then even after that, man, they equalize, it goes to extra time.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, we still going.
You still need to
Go in, yeah. So the stupidest thing about the away goals rule before was it was fine and stuff. I just don't understand why it's still counted in extra time.
Okay,
Extra time, which only happens in the second leg, but now you're away, you score one goal, the home must score two.
No,
it used to count in. I never understood that why it counted in extra
Can I tell you the truth? For me, in the beginning, I disagreed with the cancellation of the away goals rule because I thought that it brought a different type of excitement in the game.
Yeah.
As in, like, I felt it gave an advantage to the underdog. As in, like, yeah, bro, listen.
You shouldn't win here, but I mean...
You shouldn't win here, but here's a little open window. I think I'd put it in a sort of scenario of this season. As a team like a Villarreal, but okay, Villarreal does have a great presence in their stadium. I'll put it, okay, Manchester City, for example. Their home stadium is not really a fortress per se. Yes,
they call it the empty hut.
Yes. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just hypothetical terms discount their football, but like just look at their fans. And then you think to yourself, playing at home is not really the advantage is meant to be. So I figured it gave those type of teams, the small teams who don't have the heart, if you get me. It gave them like a little bit of a, even playing ground.
Hey, yo, man, like, I'm just of the belief now, which is why I like this new away goals rule where it's cancelled. Hey, yo, man, if over 2 legs we score the same amount of goals, we play until there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
Don't tell me we drew 4-4. You know how many years Arsenal used to lose games on away goals rules, and I used to get hacked. And I'll be like, we won one time, lost one time, but they scored more goals at our home stadium, so we screwed. Screw that shit, man.
No, but that's what I said.
Winner.
But that's what I said in the beginning. I felt that I don't agree with it. But as we're going, it's like, okay, I see the type of football we play. Guys will just rather just go. They'll just keep scoring. There's no longer that thing.
Guys will win the match now.
Yes, it's no longer that thing of like, okay, once I get to a certain point, I can just cool off and relax. Now it's like everyone is just pushing. But yeah, it would have been nice what you were saying that, in extra time. But I guess we've seen many games where, I remember the one that comes to mind is the time when Bayern Munich beat you.
In extra time?
No, not in extra time. That's why I'm saying that way. Like, I'm slowly leaning away from, away goals rule. I was for it, but like seeing it in action, that it's scrapped, I kind of agree with it. But yeah, I just found it interesting that we discussed it. So I figured let's actually get into the actual quarterfinals. Not the quarterfinals. We'll get into the semifinals. The current fixtures that happened, I think they played yesterday. It was,
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday. We're currently recording on Thursdays, so you guys know our timeline.
Yeah, somebody got arrested, man.
So yeah, it was Manchester City.
Don't sell it south.
Yeah, young nigga, move that dope. But yes, it was Manchester City went up against Real Madrid. It was at the Etihad Stadium. And that game ended up being a 4-3 result, a 7-goal thriller. I must say, that was an exciting game.
I did start watching this game. I went to bed at 2-0.
Yeah.
I wake up, it's 4-3. I'm like, my God.
No, that's the thing. Like, I must say, Manchester City seem to be fighting to give at least Pep the title he deserves.
Sure.
He doesn't deserve shit.
Well, one would argue that he's been...
Really does.
No, he's been one of...
You don't deserve shit.
No, I
get what you get.
I get what you're saying, where you're saying that, in life you don't deserve anything. But, like, let's give this man props. This guy...
He's a great manager, but
he's a great manager. For City, I don't know. City's not really...
But you know how I feel about his City style of football. Screw that football.
Yeah. No, I get you.
So to me, still, doesn't deserve shit.
Doesn't like football that scores goals.
I don't like football that's rigid.
He wins games, bro.
Yeah, he wins games, but It's rigid. You know what's the thing? Like, to me, football is about emotion, though. It's not about winning games. Because if I won every trophy, we're going to talk about this in the segment. Bayern Munich just won their 10th Bundesliga in a row.
In a row.
Yeah,
actually.
It actually doesn't say much about that league.
Is Klopp the last guy to win a thing? Not as Bayern. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
You see what I'm saying? So when I look at that league now, I'm like, well, beginning of season, we know what's going to happen. But let's get back to City and Madrid. Sorry for distracting, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, like now, City's football. I don't think Pep deserves another Champions League title. You work for that shit, man.
Yeah.
And his football is not that exciting to me either way.
I'm thinking of asking you a different question, King Don. Instead of going to the chat of deserving, I think let's look at the other team, i.e. Real Madrid. How much have they impressed you this season? Because, I mean, I can remember in the beginning of the season when we were discussing, like, we wouldn't discuss them as a major topic, but, like, especially from a Champions League point of view, where it seemed as though there were a lot of pieces missing. We kind of made the joke when they were losing to Sheriff and those type of teams that, like, these guys are done. Anyone who gets them in a Champions League draw will kind of be happy. But it seems as though that's not the case now. Yeah. And Madrid is really balling. And the one man who's balling is Karim Benzema.
Karim the Dream.
Yeah, so I'd like to find out your opinion as in like, changes wise.
Yeah, look, I've actually been quite impressed by them this season and Ancelotti in particular. So exactly like you say, beginning of the season, we knew they sort of better off than Barca, but I mean, we didn't really say they're going to be doing Champions League semi-finals and that kind of thing.
Winning the league by 15 points, basically.
And that'll so Ancelotti now will have had La Liga, Serie A, Premiership, Ligue 1, and Bundesliga. So I think that obviously
is a cheat code, dog. Madrid and Bayern Munich is a cheat code.
Sure, but still, he went to five top leagues.
It's Madrid.
No,
he would have said five top leagues.
Three of those leagues are cheat codes.
But listen. But what I will say is Madrid this season was not a cheat code.
My boy, like beginning of season with Barca and
this is his second time managing him. This is the first La Liga crown he's going to take.
But understand, Barca was in disarray. But you look at their form in January, and you also look at the fact that the champions Atletico were on fire.
Atletico has never been on fire.
They just won the league.
Yeah, but they've never been on fire. They've never been.
I don't know.
You use on fire as a strong.
Okay,
and remember they most kicked out Sergio Ramos. Started the season. David Alaba comes in. Who's even the centre backs? It's Alaba and.
It's Alaba and Militao.
Militao, yeah. It's a whole new situation. Marcelo's out. Or is still there, but doesn't play.
On paper, beginning of season, that Madrid is still a title contender.
No, 100% in Spain. Yeah,
so this is not 100%. Surprising to me. So, as I was saying...
But they can still get credit for it.
Yeah, he gets credit for it. Winning a league title, you always get credit for it. Even with Pep.
That's what I say. But that's what I say. Cheat code is a little bit of a strong thing. It's not like...
Coaching Madrid, PSG, and Bayern. That is a cheat code.
If memory serves me correct...
Bayern is giving out trophies to Hansi Flick, the Julius Nagelsmann. There's probably 3-4 other managers that I don't know that have won trophies there. Sure. It's a cheat code.
Okay, I'll give you Bayern.
PSG as well. You're not going to win a trophy with Neymar.
Yeah. Was he? But you must remember, that's why I say Pochettino didn't win it.
He won it. He's got a league title.
Does he have one?
Yeah.
Aren't they firing him?
This season. They fired him after he won the league title.
I think he came in last season and he didn't win it.
Yeah. But he was already second, third place, so I'm not going to blame him for this. But this season, cheat code. Won it in March. Or April, sorry. Because won it
no, but I think like it feels like you're diminishing the work that this guy does. This guy normally comes in as that guy who has to fix someone else's mix.
True.
And
what mess did he have to fix? He didn't have to fix any mess.
At Real Madrid.
No, he didn't.
To go
Atletico won the league last year.
Yeah, but Madrid went terrible last year. He didn't fix it.
Who was the coach last year? Or was it still Zidane?
The manager that gave them the 3 P's.
Yeah.
He didn't
But-
fix a mess.
No,
he
but-
just got the team purring again.
No, but I think Madrid was in a mess because even I think the reason why Zidane also left is because he was crying for certain players to,
Yeah, but
you know.
if you finish in second, third in the league, you're not a mess.
Okay, but like just to sort of wrap it up, I think they've done well.
Yes.
I think he's transitioned the team quite well. Champions League started shaky, but they've just been going stronger and stronger.
Yeah, true.
There's obviously still a very big reliance on Benzema. Okay, not Benzema alone. Shame that there's
Vinicius.
Vinicius Junior are best of friends now.
No, I was gonna say Modric is still.
Yeah.
Listen.
Can I say something? The time when you won Ballon d'Or, like I think we were all like, nah, bruh, like how can you win it? It's the same.
I
as,
accepted it.
No. To tell you the
still
truth,
wouldn't accept
just after that. No, in all fairness, I think what Ronaldo had a stellar season that time actually.
He most wanted that year Croatia made the what final. Was it World Cup? Or
Yes.
Euros?
No,
That was
but they also won Champions League. But that was
France one. Is that 2018? Yeah.
yes, but that was I think that was Ronaldo's last season. Did they win?
It was in the midst of the three-peat. So they won a Champions League at least.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Ronaldo was there, but it was that one way they kind of punished him because they're like, you're no longer at Madrid.
Oh, sure.
You're now at Juventus. So I don't know. The powers that be, Mr. Perez, found a new poster boy.
Either way, man.
But yeah.
Individual awards in an 11-man sports team don't make sense. And it's starting to be more apparent year after year now. Starting to be more apparent. That's
That's a political vote.
because
Salah was 7th in
what I say?
the rankings
The way I
of the last one.
like
It's a PR stunt.
The year Modric won it, I didn't think he was the most valuable player or the dopest player in any team that year. Case in point, remember last year, before Ballon d'Or, after Italy won the Euros, Oaks was saying Jorginho.
Where is he now?
I'm telling people Jorginho was part of a team that won things. He wasn't the reason the team won things.
Yeah.
So even them saying, nah, he deserves. Because now we're looking at trophies to look at who's the best player when it's not. The best player can be playing for Stoke, busy jamming. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we wouldn't know because he wouldn't win trophies because we're voting for players who win trophies. Bring back the days of fucking Rivaldo, dog, and Danielson and those guys that needed Leon Batiste and bang. And
But
jam.
hence, that's why I say my chat is this thing has now become it's a PR stunt.
I think it's what it has been.
Yeah, it's
Michael
a PR.
Owen has one.
Yeah, it's a PR stunt. So that's why I don't really take it that seriously anymore. Like, Ballon d'Or and all that stuff. Like, if you're good, you're good. We'll know. It's actually pretty
And
simple.
all these Ballon d'Or winners come from certain clubs.
Yeah,
True.
After year.
True. You and to be a defender and win it, you literally have to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
With clean sheets or what Cannavaro. A goalkeeper has no chance.
The goalkeeper is not. You know what I'm saying? So now we're looking at things very differently.
Because Cannavaro won it when he was playing where?
Because there was a guy, I think it was
Where was
the
he?
Atletico
Madrid?
Madrid keeper who had an insane clean sheet run.
Yeah.
He should have won
Oblak,
Ballon-
yeah.
he should have won Ballon d'Or.
No, but that's why I
because-
say you'll start to notice that there's a pattern of certain players when they play at a certain place.
Yeah.
Your PR is pushed heavy
Heavy.
because you're Los Galacticos, and now it's very easy. So it's one PR machine versus the other. But yeah, I think we can just maybe wrap up our thoughts on this game. I'm not gonna really ask you much, but I'll just ask you one question. Second leg, you think this is still open or?
It's very open. Very open. It's very open. And I'm going to take a parting shot at Everton. Ancelotti was at Everton last year.
Oh.
Finishing 17th or 16th. Man goes to Madrid, is about to win a league title. People were calling him finished. Winning the EPL.
Please remind me of something that I actually heard for the second part about Everton. But we'll discuss that.
Yeah,
You
but
also
Sean, it's very open.
Yeah, I think the game's quite open.
all right. No.
Because City's a big pitch also, but Bernabeu's a very big pitch. So
One
an
last
interesting game
one
to
last
watch.
question, since I figure I may as well probe on this. Who do you have taking it this time?
City.
City?
or Liverpool.
No, not Champions League. This
the
time.
tie. Yeah, I'm gonna go for City. I want Real Madrid, but I'm gonna
All
go
right.
for City. Yeah.
City.
They have goals. City will go there and score.
I'm going to be the opposite and say City is going to crumble like they normally do.
He's going to play Gabriel Jesus at left back. he's
like something.
He normally does something crazy.
Something told me this is the same thing as how the Chelsea game ended up. Chelsea were in a dominant position, but then Madrid was always there behind them. And then before you know, you just get moments of brilliance. So that's why I say Madrid have shown me moments of brilliance. I expect to see more. But yes, guys, I think let's wrap it up there for this part. Let's do refills and whatnot. And then, yes, guys, thank you for catching part 1 with us. Spotify and Anchor people, wait 2 seconds and we'll see you in part 2. YouTube fellows and ladies and whatever you identify yourself as, click on the link. I don't know where it is. It's probably...
I'm putting both directions
yes,
in case.
In both directions.
Click everything.
Okay, and good. But yes, guys, thank you so much. Cheers.